This episode is sponsored by Doer. I'm David Plotz, CEO of CityCast. I'm lounging in my performance denim slim straight jeans from Doer. They're incredibly comfortable. They're 5 times stretchier than traditional denim. But what's even better is that they feel stretchy without looking stretchy, so you can take them anywhere and look good. I've been wearing them to travel, out for dinner, now just hanging around my house since they are so delightful to stretch out in. Doer are pioneers of blending technical innovation with everyday clothing. They invented the original performance denim, so it's not surprising that Doer has made jeans that are the best of both worlds. Classic jeanswear style with the kind of comfort and performance you get from athletic wear. Also, they're the right color. Not too excessively deep blue and also not that middle school jean light blue, but a lovely indigo. My girlfriend, in fact, called them the perfect color. And she's got taste. Simply put, Doer makes the world's most comfortable pants without having to sacrifice style. Get a pair for yourself or as an amazing holiday gift. Go now to shopdoer.com/CCAustin. You'll get 15% off your first order. That's shopdoer.com/CCAustin for 15% off. shopdoer.com/CCAustin.
Do y'all ever feel like you just have too much stuff? The closet is overflowing, the garage is overflowing, or like me, that chair of donations is really overflowing? That's where Adios comes in. They're a local Austin service that makes it ridiculously easy to say goodbye to your old stuff and feel good doing it. Go to sayadios.com and order a bag, fill it up, text them, and they will pick it up from your doorstep. So get on over there, use code CityCast for 50% off. That's sayadios.com. One bag, one text, one less thing on your mind. Today on CityCast Austin, it's the Friday News Roundup. We're here to bring you a few stories that caught our attention this week, like a big story investigating the crisis among Austin's animal shelters, the local celebrity who may or may not be running for Texas governor, and a new fight club in town. Also, our weekend picks. It's Friday, November 14th. I'm Nikki Devon, and this is what Austin's talking about. Hello, I am here with Austin American statesman photojournalist Michaela Compton. What's up, Michaela? Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
And of course, our executive producer, Eva Ruth Moravec. What's up, Eva Ruth?
Hello. I'm back, baby.
She is back after what seemed like forever. She's back.
Thank you.
So we are here to get into the news this week. And you know, what I've noticed is that there's a lot of shit happening in this city. It seems like all the time.
True.
All the time, constantly, it feels like if it ain't one thing, it's another. But this week, we're going to start with what I feel like is a pretty huge story. So, you know, no one can deny that Austin is like an animal city. Everywhere you go, somebody got a little dog or a cat in a backpack, or there's animals everywhere. And the fact that we are the nation's largest no-kill city is a testament to that. But we have also struggled year after year after year to manage our shelters and a growing number of strays. And so we are officially in crisis. You're officially in crisis. I think we've been in crisis. But I want to do, can we shout out to Madeline?
Oh, yeah. Madeline Hollern at Austin Monthly.
Yeah, friend of the pod. Yeah.
Friend of the pod. She wrote a dissertation on the situation.
The article is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Madeline Hollern wrote this wonderful article inside Austin's Animal Crisis. And it's a good read, y'all. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
But it's kind of, for lack of a better term, it's kind of fucked up. So
yeah,
it came out this week. And it, you know, essentially, our shelters are full. Our shelters are full. Stray dogs and cats are multiplying. And so rescue groups are like begging for help. And so much so that locals have started nonprofits to kind of step in and try and help fill the need. And Madeline talks to a couple of people that have done that. So, Michaela, what do you think about this animal story? Do you have pets?
I do. I have 2 cats. They are both adopted from New Braunfels Humane Society. I used to live down there. And so I do love the animal shelters. I usually go about a couple times a year just to like check them out.
Oh,
Yeah, and I bring my grandma. She likes to look at the dogs.
Oh, that's so sweet.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
And I always tell her to get another one, and she says no. But
That's awesome.
But yeah, I think Madeline did a great job with this story and really diving into all aspects that we need to understand, this crisis as a whole. And it's super complicated and it's hard to find a solution, but I'm really hoping something positive comes out of at least people knowing a little bit more about how we got here and how they can help.
For a little context, since 2011, Austin has had the title of the country's largest no-kill city. By definition, a no-kill shelter is a shelter that saves at least 90% of the animals in its care. So, back in 1997, our no-kill, we were at 15%, right? And then Austin put forth a no-kill priority list in 2010. And then by 2011, we were already the largest. And by 2021, instead of being at 90% live release rate, or by 2018, instead of being 90% live release rate, we were already at 98 live. So from 97 to 2018, we went from 15% to 98% live release rate.
Wait, is that a good thing, a live release?
So it's thought to be a good thing. So the idea is that instead of killing animals, animals come in and we rehabilitate them, we spay or neuter them, and then we give them back or try to rehome.
Okay.
But the issue is ain't nobody taking these animals. And so the shelters are so crazy that they sit doubled up sometimes in kennels, or sometimes they have to be confined in crates. And so it sounds like a good thing. In theory, it is. It is a good thing.
It's better than killing them.
It's better than killing them is the thought. But our shelters are maxed out beyond capacity. And the city's official municipal shelter, Austin Animal Services, has scaled back to limited or even emergency only intake since 2023. And so what that is meaning is that when people are finding dogs and cats or animals, or they're trying to rehome them, they have nowhere to take them.
Oh my gosh.
And one story she gave was that people will show up to drop off animals. Security is like, no, we can't take them. And they still are just leaving them outside the gates. And it's weird because in past years, 7 years to be exact, live release percentages have regularly fallen to or even dipped below the city's agreed upon 95%. Despite the number of animals in shelters decreasing since 2019 and the budget steadily increasing. The shelter's 2025-26 fiscal budget was recently approved for $25 million.
Oh my gosh.
And then also there's a dispute over whether or not the number is 90% or 95%. Apparently the law is 90%, but then Austin was like, we could do better. We're going to agree to do 95%. And so it's just a mess.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's, other people on the animal rights side that are there are two fundamentally different schools of thought, that's breaking us in half. So people either believe wholeheartedly in prevention and euthanasia, or they believe wholeheartedly in no kill. And the city is in the first camp. And she said, but what that does is that it assumes it has this underlying belief that the public is irresponsible and there's a necessary evil to euthanize animals. And so APA is saying that the city is spreading misinformation and saying that there is an overpopulation problem, is what the city is saying. And the advocates are like, no, there's not an overpopulation. There's an overcrowding. She said, Austin has plenty of people. They just need to come get these damn animals. They're just, the city and the organizations are arguing. And meanwhile, we still
The
are
dogs and cats are suffering.
the dogs and cats are suffering. And so they have a new guy that's supposed to come in and help everything and like, shore everything up. But
Because something happened with their last director.
oh yeah. So
Not to open a new can of worms.
listen, poor Don Bland, bless his heart. So Don Bland,
Buckle up, everyone.
Don Bland took over as Chief Animal Services Officer in 2019. And then he received a vote of no confidence from the Austin Advisory Commission by 2022 due to his, quote, failure to provide accurate data, mismanagement of stray hold ordinance, misleading reports, and strained relations with partner organizations. Evidently, they say this man was just like not committed to the no-kill mandate and was willy-nilly euthanizing animals. It's what they thought. That he didn't get fired. He got put on administrative leave, and then he like quietly retired.
Wouldn't that be a position that the city would be in favor of a little bit?
Yeah, but they
You might
can't
think.
look to be in favor.
Right.
Yeah,
So they're
that's
like-
true. It doesn't look very good.
It doesn't look very good.
Yeah.
And so, they have this new person, Rolando Fernandez Jr. He's like, I think I was brought here specifically because I don't have any animal services experience. They're looking for somebody that is going to provide structure, leadership, management of fiscal responsibility, procedures, and processes.
Stepped right in the dog poop right there, sir.
Right in the dog poop. And evidently, the new guy said, at the end of the day, ultimately, Austin Animal Shelter has a responsibility to ensure public safety for humans. So he's like, what I'm seeing is a lot of animals that are coming in, they're just not adoptable. There's a lot of concerns. They have behavior issues. They're going to be mouthy and in your face and want to chew on you.
Bunch of chihuahuas.
Which to me sounds like a dog. Just a regular ass dog.
Just a dog that needs some training.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
dog needs some training. It's looking rough. Like I want to read this because this for some reason this number astounded me. So, shelter animals count estimates that 5.8 million cats and dogs entered shelters and rescues across America in 2024.
Wow.
5.8 million entered shelters in 2024, and approximately 607,000 were euthanized. So I know. And so like, it's hard because everybody's trying to figure out what to do, right? How do we get here? Some people are like rising costs of pet deposits in apartments. People can't afford to have pets. People having to go back to work and not being able to care for pets. But also organizations like Austin Pets Alive take animals from all over the state and bring them into Austin. So it's like,
Wait, what?
yeah. They take animals from all over the state into Austin
Okay, that seems wrong.
to keep them from being euthanized. Yeah,
Like,
so
if we
you
can't
can-
even address these numbers, like, it sounds like we're running a dog and cat prison with these animals and cages. And I mean,
it's bad. It's rough.
for a long time, like, if I don't know, it just seems what I thought was interesting is like we hear about this when there's a crisis. You know, they're like, oh shit, there are too many animals. Everybody needs to go adopt. Like, this big thing happened, or different times of the year that there's like like big increases, you know? But I like that she just kind of peeled it back and like really did a deep dive into how this whole thing started and, you know, where it came from. And the sad thing is that there's not really a good answer at this point unless we can just say, okay, let's start euthanizing animals, which is not a popular thing. So maybe if this non-pet person coming in could just be like a business person and, you know, think about the bottom line, what the numbers are, what they need to get done. But like 25 million is a lot of money also to be sinking into an organization and not seeing successful results, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And it's also just like, you know, like you can't just take everybody's pets from all over the state. You can't. You can't.
I'm wondering how much that's impacting them, or how much of a percentage that they're bringing in from around the state.
Yeah,
because that could help, and it'll help relieve the people that work in those shelters workload too, because when you're in there and there's so many animals on top of each other, like, you are working nonstop, and then you're taking all these dogs on the walks and also helping people look at animals. So I feel for these people that work there as well.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So I'm going to keep my eye on it, because I'll be honest with you. Like, I am a no-kill person just because it makes me sad. It makes me really sad.
Because who wants to be a kill the animals person? Like, no. Nobody wants to be on that side.
It makes me really sad, but then I'm also just like curious about how it'll play out, because this week people testified before the Austin Animal Commission about overflow at city-connected shelters, and then there was also like a town hall to help the city pick, because this guy is interim director. So like they're saying they're going through a robust finding process to get the new director. So people, Austin loves its animals. I feel like we're going to see this come up again.
Right.
Imagine this, your next podcast recorded in the same studio where you're hearing this right now. That's Trick Hat Workway. Trick Hat is Austin's most hospitality-driven co-working space. And yes, they've got a pro-level podcast studio designed for creators, teams, and businesses who want high-quality recordings without the stress of hunting down space or gear. Just show up, plug in, and hit record. Outside the studio, Trick Hat's got you covered. From private offices to dedicated desks, they offer flexible co-working options to fit any business or entrepreneur's needs. And can we talk about the perks? Freshly brewed coffee from Manana, endless snacks, and crispy Diet Cokes. But what really makes Trick Hat different is the energy. From weekly networking opportunities to community trick chats, it's more than a place to work. It's where Austin comes to connect, create, and have fun doing it. Whether you're producing your next big idea or just need a space that feels good to work in, Trick Hat Workway is waiting for you, where it's always old Austin, new tricks. Visit trickhatworkway.com to learn more today. So speaking of things that Austin loves, one of Austin's favorite celebrities caused some buzz this week after a video went viral showing what looked like a campaign stage for McConaughey for governor at the Long Center. Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson are currently making their series called Brothers, where they play fictional versions of themselves.
Of course they do.
Of course, because of course they do. Of course they do. But, it does come at a pretty relevant time.
Yeah.
And several other people have made campaign announcements for governor. Eva Ruth, you have been on top of this, right?
Well, it cracked me up to see this. I think if it wasn't for the timing, people wouldn't have taken it even close to this seriously. But Michaela, did you see this on social media? I'm curious.
Yes, I saw the TikToks.
Yeah.
And my boss actually sent me the TikTok this morning, and I was like, this is not real. Or this is for a movie.
Right?
Because I know they've been filming outside the Long Center on and off throughout the past few months.
Yeah.
And it was just funny to look at the comments and see people get excited, which I think says something in and of itself, that people are excited about that being an option when it's not going to be an option.
It's not. I think people were just being hopeful. But like Nikki said, there are a lot of people who have announced recently. Just this week, we had Governor Greg Abbott announce that he's going to run again, and he has a $90 million campaign war chest. So sitting pretty on that. He's been in office since 2015, and he's already been endorsed by President Donald Trump. So that all happened real quickly. There are a couple of Republicans also challenging him, but who's going to be able to fight that kind of...
Pete Chambers and Ronnie Tuyos
Yeah.
are the Republicans.
But lots of Democrats.
Yeah, I mean, listen, many have tried to unseat him. Like,
yes.
And I don't know. I'm hoping personally that but you know what? I'm always hopeful. I'm that perpetual optimist. And I'm like, this will be the time.
Democrats are going to take over Texas.
It'll be like Ann Richards all over again.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not this year. I feel like Abbott just is a machine, and he's had a lot of wins for people who support him. You know, he has delivered on a lot of the things that he said he wanted to. But yeah, it hasn't stopped the Democrats lining up. Gina Hinojosa represents Austin in the state legislature, so she's sort of local. I mean, but she grew up in the Valley, so she's kind of claims both. I've seen. We've got former U.S. Congressman Chris Bell is running. Andrew White, who is a Houston businessman and the son of a former governor named Mark White, and Bobby Cole, a rancher and a retired firefighter. Seems like a lot of work to run for this office, knowing that like you're hit with this $90 million wall, you know?
There should be some sort of like cap.
On how many?
On how much money you can spend.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
What? You really want to be governor? Figure that out with $20.
Yeah,
That's
right? Wouldn't that be more impressive? Like, let me see if your message really works.
Yeah, do the work. Let's see. Yeah. You get, you know what? I'll be reasonable. You get $500.
Okay.
Get $500. That's all you get.
I like it. Yeah. I mean, it is going to be a big election year next year, you know, the midterms also. And I think that there is a lot of Democrat upset, a lot that's motivating voters. It did for this past election, and people are hoping that if you're pro-Democrat, that continues in the midterms. But who knows? It's a year away. We have no idea. We just got through this one, but I like that that McConaughey kind of like just tapped into the buzz that's going on right now. Like it cracked me up a little bit. You do you, McConaughey.
Maybe. I'm not sure when their show is supposed to air, but it could be timely.
That's true. It could be.
I mean, that's the hope, right? The hope is
yeah.
We'll see. I mean, you know, it's that time, right? Things are going to start heating up. We're going to be seeing stuff about the governor's race for the next year.
Yeah.
So, you know, this will not be the last time that you hear from us. I'm curious, are there any people like that y'all would be like, you know what, forget all this. So-and-so should be our next governor. Are there any Austinites that you're like, you know, who should be our next governor? This person.
Ooh, I have a big one who should not be, but who would love to be. I think is Elon Musk, who tweeted this week. I don't know if you guys saw this. He posted on X, "Move to Austin, ! It gets better every year." So many cool world-class people are moving to Austin from SF, LA, NY, London, and many other parts of the world. Austin plus plus.
God, I hate him.
I love that he says this and then like, no, he's never spotted anywhere around town.
Never.
Ever.
Has no footprint, really.
Ever.
I mean, yeah,
no one can
engage.
figure out like where he hangs out. Like,
yeah.
But sure.
Let's see him on the campaign trail. Come on out, Elon.
Go off, King. So, okay, recently there was an event in Austin that I made the choice not to find out more information about because I want to hear from you directly, Michaela, about what it is. You photographed this event, and I understand were also instrumental in getting the Austin American Statesman to cover something called the White Collar Fight Night. So, you know, Austin's changing. The Ultimate Fighting Championship, or UFC, has never been more popular, and several of its biggest fans are right here in town. But fight nights haven't necessarily been a part of our culture. So, like, take us to the night of October 24th at Fair Market. How did this come about? What is it? Who are the white collar fighters? Why?
Why?
And what do you think this event says about Austin's current culture?
Yes. So I had all the same questions, which is why I wanted to go to this event. Um, so I started out with just reaching out to the organizers saying I was interested in coming. So they were like, oh, we would love for you to come. And do you want to come to fight training? And I was like, of course I want to come to fight training.
Yeah, I want to go on fight track. Yes. Sorry. Yes. Duh. Obviously.
So I went to one of their trainings, and beforehand I had this preconceived notion that these are just a bunch of business professionals wanting to punch each other in the face. And that,
fair. That's
that
a fair
was,
assumption. Yeah.
Yes, and that was, going to be the main point. But when I went to the training, I realized it was way more to it, way more genuine than that. And so all these guys trained at Richard Lord's boxing gym, which is the second oldest gym in Austin, actually. So the boxing coach, his name is Seth Zanuto. It was his brainchild, this event, and he's been a boxing coach for years. And around the time that Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg talks of them being in a fight was happening, he was like, what if we got, white collar professionals in Austin to fight? Like, that would be interesting and funny and something people would go to. And so he kind of put a call out of like, hey, is anyone interested in doing this? And they got so many people asking to do it. They picked 12. And so these 12 guys got 12 weeks of boxing training from him. So this event was kind of the culmination of all their training, and they invited their friends and family to come, and they wanted it to be like this black tie affair. So everyone was really dressed up.
That's the part that makes you want to gag a little bit.
See, that's what I thought at first.
Was it for charity?
Okay. No. But
great.
See, I asked him this too, and I will say this was his first event that he's ever planned, and like it kind of just took off more than he ever imagined it would.
Yeah.
And so he was like, if this continues, I'd like to build a charity and donate that money to fighters, like kids that want to join boxing but don't have the money to be able to do so. And so when it came to the actual night, it's like all these 12 guys, they're in a bunch of different professions, like financial analysis people. They're business professionals. Some are like in tech startups, things like that. And a lot of them were super nervous. It was their first time like actually fighting in a ring with an audience. It was a USA Boxing sanctioned event. So there were real boxing judges there, real rules all around. They got like a scorecard at the end of it. So
was it gross? Did you see a lot of blood flying around and people?
I did see some blood. Yes. Which the coach said if there wasn't blood, it wouldn't be a boxing event. It surprised me the reactions around me, because there was like this mom whose son was boxing and she was like crying, like crying at, like when she was watching it, she was like covering her eyes but also cheering, and then at the end she just like started crying because she was like, I was so nervous all day long.
Oh my God, bro.
And then it was so many people like cheering on their coworkers, their friends. Girls were like screaming at the net, like, or around the ring. It was
wow.
It was nuts.
Wow.
And then it was an open bar as well. So
Jesus.
That really escalated things.
All right.
Oh God.
All right. So this was an exhibition bout. Like,
Yes.
It sounds like an exhibition bout because when you
Mhm.
tell me Fight Club, I do not picture a black tie event with men.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that was an exhibition bout essentially, which is great. I mean, it's great that they got training. That makes me feel way better about it for sure. But you guys know in that movie Fleabag,
Oh, yeah.
when that monologue that Kristen Thomas has about like, women are born with like pain built into our bodies, but men have to seek it out.
Yes,
They have to invent things like rugby and boxing. This is what it's like. I don't get touched enough. I need to go and join a boxing fight club.
I have to feel something.
I have to feel something. That's wild. That's wild.
Yes.
That's weird.
Yeah, because I fully got into it being like, oh, I love to seek out like the Keep Austin Weird events.
Oh, yeah.
And this was definitely one of them, but it ended up being, much more hard work going into it than I thought that there would be. Yeah.
Kind of more mainstream, like, honestly. It's just a regular boxing thing. But yeah, it taps into this like interest of men.
I saw someone call it on Instagram before it happened, like come to the boy aquarium.
Oh, nice. We're going back to like the days of like Gladiator, where we have like single men fighting in a ring for.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. So I went down the Reddit rabbit hole a little bit on this one because I was curious if people were talking about it. And there were some very funny posts about who people wanted to see in the ring, including, of course, aforementioned Elon Musk.
You already know. You already know.
And
Elon Musk is on that
my
list.
favorite was H.E. Buddy.
Oh my god.
Yes.
H.E. Buddy, Hook'em.
Yeah.
Showdown.
My God.
Like any mascot would be funny, but like a bag of groceries with like a celery stalk and a steak or whatever is in H.E. Buddy these days. So good.
And H.E. Buddy is so cheerful.
He's so innocent.
So cheerful.
So sweet. Yeah. And then the other comment that I loved was, I guess I could have just gone to 6th Street and watched a brawl for free. It's like, yes.
That's true. That's true.
That's accurate. Just be out there at 1:30 a.m. and you'll see something.
You already know someone's shirt is off.
Yeah.
And you already know someone's trying to fight with their shirts off on 6th Street already.
Exactly.
Well,
doing the Lord's work. Thank you, Michaela.
You're welcome.
We salute you.
I had to do it. There was no way I could pass that up. I just love the strange events that Austin tends to have, and if I can explore it, I will, because
Nice.
what else?
Nice.
speaking of strange events, what y'all getting into this weekend? Even Ruth, what you doing this weekend?
The Austin Studio Tour is happening again this weekend. It's the second weekend, and I actually went last weekend as well, because there are 723 different artists, and they used to do it on the east side one weekend and then on the west side one weekend, and this year they've brought it all together, so it's just really all over the place. There are like 317 different locations, and it's so cool to see people in their space where they create art. I think that's really special. They have a really great website, atxstudiotour.com, and you can see all the different locations. Look for stuff in your neighborhood. There's also some great bigger places where you can see like a bunch of artists at once. So I recommend like Canopy is a really good place for that. I think they have like 20 different studios that are open at once. So that's my recommendation. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I went driving around last week because I like the first week. I just like to drive around on the east side because you're guaranteed to see some like crazy art just in someone's front yard, and that's exactly what happened. I saw an art piece with Trump's face coming out of a donkey's behind, and I was like, "Yep, Studio Austin tours are started."
Amazing. Yeah, I love it. There's some. It's all over the place, and it's so. It just reminds you of like all the amazing artists that live here, you know? It's like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. What about you, Michaela? What you doing this weekend?
I will actually on Saturday be going to Wordplay Fest. It's at Cold Town Theater, and it's kind of a culmination of things, and I'll see what it is when I get there, but it's
I have no idea what it is. I'll figure that out later.
It's like artists, performers, comedians. There's like workshops, and then their headliner is a hip hop artist, comedian, rapper named Scoochie Boochie.
Ooh,
who is
Scoochie Boochie.
Scoochie Boochie.
Yes, who I guess is a pun rapper.
Nice.
So we'll see how it goes. I hope it is as funny as promised.
Michaela, what?
Again, the weird Austin events. They call me.
I love this. I can't stop thinking about Scoochie Boochie, to be perfectly honest.
Me neither.
I don't even.
Excellent name.
It's a great name. I'm kind of mad about it. So this weekend is just like packed full of stuff to do. I am going. So first of all, Billie Eilish is here tonight.
Oh my gosh!
And I don't often talk about how much I love Billie Eilish, but I love Billie Eilish. And Billie Eilish is going to be at the Moody Center tonight. It'll be her second night, starting at 7 p.m. And I feel like that's all I got to say about that because it's fucking Billie Eilish. Like, that's it. Also, if you don't have Billie Eilish money, Central Texas Machine Works and Resound still have their next stage thing that's happening. And tonight is going to be Mid-Lake. Again, it is free. Get there early so that you can get a seat. And they're benefiting Good Work Austin this time. And then speaking of animals, there's some real cute animal stuff happening on Saturday. At Radio East, first of all, in the morning, KUTX and the Breakfast Boogie presents a hip hop party for the whole family. So it's going to be like a family friendly hip hop party at Radio East at 9 in the morning. I know. So live music is going to be by the award-winning family music project Strawbitty Yops.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what that is, but I think it's adorable and I want to know what it is. Strawbitty Yops.
That's awesome.
Don't know.
Great name.
Yeah.
And also Bavu Blakes is going to be there. It's going to be the MC. And if you don't know who Bavu Blakes is, he's like Austin hip hop royalty. Nice. So that's happening in the morning. But then in the evening, Radio East is having Forever Fest. And Forever Fest is going to be a tribute to music and our furry friends. Now, the goal is to raise $10,000 for Central Texas Rescues. The tickets are $28. But it's going to be music and community, live performances by Kings of Southern Rock, the Damn Torpedoes, and a touch of Trey. There'll be on-site rescues with adoptable dogs. There'll be a vendor market. There'll be raffles and giveaways. And then they'll have a best in show dog contest.
Oh my gosh.
The flyer is so cute. So those two things are happening on Saturday. And then also just like a quick shout out, Louisiana Purchase is having her first art show, and it's called My Heart Will Burst into a Million Stars. And it's happening Saturday from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Feats of Clay Pottery. And it looks like it's going to be beautiful and like sad. And I love it. It's like 11 new hand-pearled paper cut artworks. And she's going to do a performance. And so
nice.
I know. So yeah, I'm definitely don't want to miss that. And that's it. And there's all kinds of stuff.
I love that we have a way to help the animals at the end of our episode.
I know.
After talking about their plight.
To go to Forever. Go to the cute ass. I also just really love that name, Forever Fest. That's just cute as fuck. So before we go, real quick, I want to shout out to our newest CityCast Austin member, Daphne M. What's up, Daphne? Thank you for joining our neighborhood. Thank you for supporting us in creating and building this awesome community. Thank you. We appreciate you. Everyone listening, you can become a neighbor too. And in addition to hearing your name right here on our podcast, you can get some other perks. I've already told y'all about these perks.
You've already told us about the perks.
I've told you so much about the perks. One thing we just did was a ticket getaway. We had some executive level passes for the Texas Tribune Festival this weekend that we were able to offer our CityCast Austin neighbors. And it was awesome and worth a lot of money. And I don't know if that matters, but they were special and high value because we value you so much and we value your input and we love that you're our neighbors. So if this sounds good to you and you want some perks, you want a cute little bag, and you want me to say your name on the podcast, go to membership.citycast.fm and become our neighbor, yo.
Yay.
Yay. Michaela, Eva Ruth, thank you so much for being on here with me today. I appreciate it. This has been great.
Yes, thanks for having me. This was great.
So fun.
Thanks for bringing the weird today, Michaela. I'm like, listen, you came on brand. You did not play. I love this.
I do too.
That's my goal in life. I grew up watching like True Life on MTV every day.
Oh,
and
nice.
I was like, that's what I want to find as often as I can.
Yes. Till next time. That's all for today here on CityCast Austin. Our executive producer is Eva Ruth Morvek. Our producers this week are Selena C.A. Reynolds, Elizabeth Kama, and Alyssa Castles. I am your host, Nikki Devon, and our Hey Austin newsletter editor is Kelsey Bradshaw. Music is by Nelson Valente Aguilar of Como Las Movies, with additional music by All the Kimonos and Toka Name, Speedometer, 747, Hip Color, and Jared Lutz from Triple Scoop Music via Getty Images. If you enjoyed the show, tell your friends, rate our show, leave us a review, and of course, subscribe to our Hey Austin newsletter. We'll be back Monday morning with more news from around the city. Bye, y'all.
Guess what? CityCast has some news. I'm Sean McPherson, the host of CityCast Twin Cities.
And I'm Jane Sihu, and I'm the host of CityCast Seattle. Hey, if you have a friend in one of our cities, can you text them for us?
Yeah, something, simple like, hey, how's that rash doing? And do you listen to podcasts? Because I have one you're definitely going to like. After that, tell them that CityCast has helped you become more informed, more involved, and more connected to your amazing city.
We're going to help that person you know in Seattle who's been trying to make friends.
And we're also going to do that for that guy you only kind of knew in college who moved back to the Twin Cities after graduation.
Don't we all have that guy?
Yeah, and usually that guy is named Todd.
So did you text them yet?
Jane, let's just wait a minute. We don't want to rush anybody. We'll do a little small talk. How's everything going in Seattle?
Beautiful, beautiful. Fall leaves popping. How about Twin Cities?
Today, beautiful and sunshiny in St. Paul. Okay, Jane, I bet they are done texting by now, and I just want to remind them, hey, you, please tell that friend to subscribe to CityCast Twin Cities or Seattle, wherever you get your podcasts.
Or if you don't want to text them and you're really just on Instagram sending them DMs all the time with like funny videos, send them a DM of our latest videos. You can find us at CityCast Twin Cities or CityCast Seattle on Instagram. Thanks.